watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN. And now back to our sports show and the game of the week, now in its 25th year. This week, TSPN's game of the week is the big game. The Argonaut Mustangs take on the Amador Buffaloes at Amador High School with TSPN sportscasters Jim Vinciguerra and Frank Halverson. And on camera is TSPN's cameraman, Tommy Fox. And now, back to the big game on TSPN.
All right, Frank, we're back, and what seems to be maybe an upset here tonight. We never can tell. The score right now, 13 for Amador, 7 for the Mustangs. Ready to kick off, and Amador's going to receive. Number 20 is Emilio Pineda. Recap of that first half, Frank. It started with a
well, it looked like it was all Argonaut early, and they were moving the ball at will, shot themselves in the foot a little bit on the second time they had the ball, where they scored the first time, and it looked like they were off of the races. Then all of a sudden, they started fumbling the ball, committing turnovers. Amador got a little momentum, and boy, that whole thing just turned. Big plays, 4th and 6 that they went for. A pass play was able to convert. And then the big one, the 4th and inches.
And they passed.
Surprised everybody through the ball. There was the pass and pitch play for Argonaut that got called back for a touchdown on a holding play. And we end up at 13-7. And right now, Argonauts needs to make some changes if they're going to protect that undefeated season.
All right, and that ball went out of bounds, so the Buffs are going to take over here on the 35-yard line. Both scores by the Buffs tonight has been by number 22, White.
Griffin to White on passes both times.
So
As the momentum changed in the game a little bit, though, they even started mixing in the run a little bit.
Right.
A couple of yards running. We're early in the game. They just couldn't do anything on the ground. Coming this way to Sweet. Gains about 2 or 3 on the play.
58 with the initial stop there is Austin Ervello. Gain of about maybe 1 or 2 makes it 2nd and 8. Third quarter of the game of the week brought to you by the American Legion Post 108. Proud to be involved in our community. The local Legion Post directly is involved in the American Legion baseball teams, boys and girls states, national scholarships for high school students, first aid training for local students, scouting programs for boys and girls, patriotic holiday observances, and of course, the American Legion ambulance service for all of Amador, parts of Calaveras County. American Legion, Amador Post 108, veterans still serving America. White, right side.
Oh, nice job by the defense stringing that out. Going to lose a couple there. Looks like number 32 is along with, or 22, that's Love, and number 51 in on the tackle.
51 is Steve Calais, 51.
Steve Casillas.
What was I saying?
Steve Casillas.
I'm sorry.
So
3rd and 7. Not much on that play.
Call it 3rd and 8. Argonaut would love to get a 3 and out here to start this second half.
All right, White splits to the left side here. Thomas, whoa, we got a whistle. What's going on?
Timeout, wow.
Who took it?
Amador.
Amador, all right, I don't know.
Something, they weren't sure about something, and instead of doing something they didn't want to, they burned a timeout.
Coach Ray Johnson's huddling him up on the sideline here, and he didn't see something that he liked or didn't like.
You know, a minute and a half into the half, and they call a timeout, so there was something going on they didn't like. They came out, and White was split wide on this side in single coverage over here with Pineda. Didn't have a safety slide over this way, so he was one-on-one. But Amador was one that called the timeout, so we'll see. I don't know if Johnson calls the plays for Amador, but he has been very, very aggressive in pulling out all stops, the fake 2-point conversion, the pass on 4th and inches, going for it from the 45-yard line on 4th and 6. You know, when you were down by a score, no holes barred here for the last game. What the heck, right?
Exactly. That's the way it is. Okay, Griffin wants to pass.
He's
to
in
White
trouble.
Here. He's
Hit.
taken down. Fumble.
Oh, they're going to call it incomplete. His arm was going forward. They're going to call it incomplete pass. It's going to be 4th down. But, boy, he was under duress the whole time.
Lewis came up with that ball, but all for naught because they had blown it dead.
He was rolling this way, and he was looking for White down by the 30-yard line, and he just didn't have any time to square up and get rid of it. So just what the doctor ordered for Argonaut, a 3 and out here to start this second half.
All right, Merriman back deep for the Mustangs. High end over end. Merriman fair catches. And he takes it on the 31-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Well, we'll see what kind of adjustments they made at halftime here.
Well, the running game we were talking at halftime, Frank, was just about shut down except for Ryan King's big run. There hasn't been a lot happening on offense for the Mustangs.
Well, the problem is when you have penalties and you're fumbling the ball and it puts you in unfavorable down and distance situations, especially with this type of offense. We've talked about it before. You know, it hasn't been quite the quick strike offense like they had last year. And that really hurts you when you're backed up 10, 15 yards and you're going 2nd, 3rd down and 20 or 18
right,
or whatever
long.
the case may be. And they really fumbled the ball away in that first half.
Merriman.
Oh, just number 57. I don't know who was supposed to block him, but nobody did.
Grant Olin with the stop there, 57.
He was 2 yards in the backfield, and Merriman didn't even have a chance to get his feet going. So a loss of a yard on the play.
2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard for the Mustangs, 2nd and 11.
That's a reverse handoff.
King. Nice tackle by Sweet. You know, one thing that Amador is doing well is they're tackling pretty well. They're flying to the ball, and they haven't been missing a lot. You know, they really flew to the ball hard in the first half, and there's been some nice tackles where have been one-on-one tackles where there was nobody else behind him, and Sweet did a nice job there as King was trying to get to the outside.
All right, 3rd down and long 4.
Toss to King coming around this way. He's got a little room. That's a 1st down and more. That'll move the chains out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
Ryan King carries the ball to the Argonaut.
That time he got the ball deep, and he had some pullers, had some blockers out in front of him. He had 2 blockers going out in front of him. He had plenty of yards for the 1st down.
All right, Caleb Patrick in for number 22, Tyler Love.
So 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Mustangs. Inside handoff to Patrick.
Whoa, just about, but not there.
You know, he's really got quick feet. We saw that last week, and he doesn't need much of a hole. He's not very big, but he plays big.
5'7", 140, that's not really great size. Just about a 1st down, make it 2nd and 1. Number 40, O'Boyle's in on the right side here. Tight end, I haven't seen him all night, Frank.
Yeah, I don't know who he's replaced.
Yeah.
Toss to King and just a pile up there. I don't even think he got it. It's going to be 3rd and short. That was just a big pile.
Taking the pitch, tries to go with the center, but the whole Amador defensive front line right.
So it's going to be 3rd and 1. Now O'Boyle's out. Who came in for him? Number 87, Anderson.
So he's the tight end. No gain, 3rd and 1 on the play.
Caleb Patrick, he's got 1st down. pushing the pile forward. Boy, they're still pushing it all the way down to about the 35-yard line.
I tell you, that was a gain of about 11 or 12 yards all by himself, just about. Leg drive.
Well, he had a bunch of his big buddies that I think were holding him up and just kept leaning in.
79, Tyler Clay, 6'4", 295. He was in there.
Ryder Johnson came up off the bottom of the pile with the tackle.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 35-yard line. Toss to Patrick again, a reverse to King this time.
King trying to turn the corner. Not going to make it.
Well, nice job by number 12 staying home on that play. You know, King on that reverse scored on that, or didn't score, but he had a long run that White chased him down on. And that time, number 12 for the Buffaloes did a good job of staying home.
Ryder Johnson, number 12. 2nd down and...
Looks like we've got a player down on the field.
10. Where?
Right on the sidelines here.
Oh, okay.
So we've got a little stop in the action while they attend to.
Yeah, we'll take a medical timeout here and be back when we get some action. Stay with us. All right, we're back after that injury timeout, Frank. 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs here.
Merriman trying to get around the left side. Turns the corner. Boy, he just pushed Travis Love out, or Tyler Love out of the way. Love was out there trying to throw a block for him.
Good yardage on that 3rd down. Gained about 7.
Well, second down picked up, call it 6. Be 3rd and a long 4, it looks like. Thomas was there and forced Merriman to go deeper than he wanted to and strung that play out a little bit.
3rd and 4 for Argonaut.
Merriman?
No, King's got it. Uh-oh, there's flags everywhere. Let's see what the call.
Both sides of the field here, so something went on.
Dylan Lanier leading tacklers for Amador.
Well, they're discussing it.
Okay, they want to make sure here. Let's see what they're gonna.
Private Dylan Hagan is
they're gonna have.
United States Army. Private Dylan Hagan.
There were 2 fouls on the play.
Old Argonaut declined. Personal
foul.
Below the belt.
Block below the waist.
Chop block or whatever is another.
That's a 15-yarder. That's why they declined the holding call. And there again, these drive-killing penalties.
So instead of 3rd and 5.
Well, it's going to be 2nd down. They're going to get the down over. Or was it 3rd down?
I don't think it was. I don't know if it was 3rd or 2nd.
It must have been 3rd down.
So anyway, it's going to be 20 yards for a 1st down right now.
Hayes is going to keep it. He got back to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be 4th and 10. I think Argonaut's probably going to go for it.
Goes over the center, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Grant Olin.
All right, Hayes coming in with a play.
Tackles for the Buffaloes, 4th and 10 for the Mustangs.
Chancellor in maybe with a different play here. We'll see what happens.
Another penalty that shoots a good drive just makes it difficult. Oh, and that ball should have been caught.
Was intended for King?
Yeah. You know, that's the 2nd time they've run that play, and both times
Lanier busted that one up.
So ball's going to go over on downs to Amador. Same thing as we saw in the first half, a promising drive. Nice down and distance situation. All of a sudden, a big penalty shuts it down.
5:47 left in the third quarter here.
So Amador with the second possession of the half. Give to Nichols. First hit by number 48 of the Mustangs.
Zach Velasquez.
Justin Nichols driving forward for about 3 yards. Zach Velasquez, first Mustang there to make the tackle.
Have not called Velasquez number much tonight.
That's true. All right, brings up a second and about 7 for the Buffs.
Griffin overthrows the intended receiver. That was number 21.
Quentin Johnson was wide open. Wide open.
Just overshot the mark. So that'll set up 3rd and long. Third and about 8. White's in the slot. Throw over the middle, that's overthrown. He was intended for Thomas, came on the defense. It's going to be 4th down. Just like that, 3 and out. That did not take up a lot of time right there with the incomplete passes stopping that clock. So Merriman's going to go back deep for the Mustangs.
Thomas kind of hobbling off the field here. And he's down on the ground. I don't know if he's cramped up or what. Yeah, probably looks like a cramp.
Yeah.
All right, Griffith for the punt here.
High
that
kick.
Is way up in the air.
Goes out of bounds at about the 28, it looks like. Where the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
4:53 left in the third quarter here, if you're just joining us. Amador Buffs on top of the Mustangs tonight, 13-7.
That gives us time to salute James Estes, class of 07, Argonaut High School from the United States Army, deploying for his 2nd time to Afghanistan.
Second possession for the Mustangs here in this second half. The first one had promise, and again, a 15-yard penalty killed that. Merriman straight ahead, looking to push the pile. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Merriman driving forward for a gain of 5 for the Mustangs. Zach Wilsey and Bryce Maston-Stewart, they were in the middle of the tackle.
Second and 5 for the Mustangs.
Clock continues to run. 4:15.
Here comes King coming this way. There's a flag, and I was looking right at it with my glasses, and I don't know what the call was. It's against Argonaut.
Around the right side, gets up to about the 37.
I think they called it on Hayes, and I had the binoculars right on the play. I have no idea what he did.
See what it is here.
There's a flag on the play.
Whatever that means. Illegal shift.
Illegal shift call against the Mustangs.
I don't know.
I don't know where he shifted to.
Yeah, that flag for a shift penalty was sure late. I'm not sure, but that's going to back it up 5 yards. So negate the gain.
2nd and 10.
Pitch back to Merriman. Nice hit by Griffin.
Griffin again denying yardage on the run. Merriman carrying the ball.
Gain of about 4. It's going
so
to be 3rd and 6.
Another big down here for the Mustangs.
And this is definitely not 4-down territory, so they need to
No,
pick this up or
have to do
punt
it.
it away.
He wants to pass.
Oh, and he's
Wide
going
open.
deep, and he's got him.
Oh,
Overthrown. He had Merriman open, just overthrew him, so they're going to be forced to punt.
Jackson Tire Service is your tire headquarters since 1973. Technology constantly updated, and Goodyear tires reflect the cutting edge in the industry. Drive with the assurance on Triple Tread, Comfort Tread, and Fuel Max tires. The community-minded Bavaro family and staff invite you to the Jackson Tire Store in Jackson and Jackson Tire in Pine Grove. For Goodyear brand name tires and the highest quality service, see the great folks at Jackson Tire Service. 4th down and a punt.
Another penalty on that drive, and Argonaut's going to have to punt it away.
It's going to jump back, maybe. Yeah, right there.
Well, pretty good field position for Amador.
Right.
Looks like at about the 44-yard line where they spot a 43.
Take possession on their own 43.5.
And if somebody would have told me that with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, Argonaut would only find the end zone one time, I wouldn't have believed it.
I don't know.
Well, they found it another time, but it just came back.
Huge crowd here tonight, Frank. We were looking in the end zones, back over here, up on the road, going down the hill behind us, and they're all over. Not too much parking.
Give to number 21 that time, trying to get around the right side. Broke a couple tackles, still on his feet.
Quentin Johnson.
Quentin Johnson breaking a couple tackles, getting some extra yardage out of that. It's close to midfield. Looks like about the 40.
Gain of 6.
49.
2nd and 4.
Awful quiet on the Argonaut side of the field.
Well, Frank, they haven't had much to cheer about here yet.
For the Buffaloes to convert.
Nichols gets hit just as he crosses the 50-yard line. Looked like number 87 maybe was the first one there, Anderson.
Brings up a 3rd and about 2 or 3 here.
Justin Nichols.
Ball spotted on the 49. Mustang territory.
Pile of Mustangs led by Nick Anderson. 3rd and 2 for Amador.
So Griffin's going to go from the gun, directing traffic. Oh, there was a jump. That's going to go 5 yards back. Amador jumped. So that'll change it a little bit, make it 3rd and 8.
Ball starting Buffaloes brings the ball back 5 to 3rd and 7. Cole Soto, a graduate of Amador High School, is presently serving in the United States Navy. Cole Soto, Amador High graduate in the United States Navy.
Griffin in trouble.
Whoa, he's
sacked.
down. 58.
Yep.
Zaravello.
So that'll set up a 4th down, and Amador is going to have to punt it back.
4th down for Amador.
Under a minute here in the 3rd quarter.
kicks off.
Oh, he had plenty of time to get it.
Argonaut's away from the ball, rolls down to the 15-yard line.
I think that's one that Merriman could have fielded and got some yardage, Frank.
On their own 15-yard line.
But they're going to get it on the 15. 85 yards to go.
Just trying to get some traction here. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Playoffs start next Friday for both of these teams. Argonaut will be at home. Amador will be on the road. Caleb Patrick, great job by the defense there. There were three, number 44, number 15, number 12, all around the ball.
Ryder Johnson, Dylan Lanier, we've said his name all night, and Thomas. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. That's going to bring the quarter to a close. Its third quarter has been brought to you by the American Legion Amador Post 108, proud to be involved in our community. They support Boys and Girls State, national scholarships for high school students, scouting programs for boys and girls, and patriotic holiday observances, and of course, the American Legion Ambulance Service for all of Amador and Parts Calaveras. American Legion, Amador Post 108, veterans still serving America. We're going to be back. It's going to be a tight one, 13-7, Buffs on top of the Mustangs.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.